morning all. Well, it is to me. This is Desirous Prime with my next Star Wars Transformers review. Now, as I stated, I'll be doing one of the Luke Skywalkers today, and it is this one, the X-Wing. As with all the others, it is incredibly detailed, especially along this way. You've got some nice chrome painting, metallic look, and you've got a little R2 that sticks out. The R2 is non-detachable, by the way. And you've also got some faded, like black, grey, scorching effects there. And the wings do actually separate to form an X, which is a pretty cool touch. Now, I do have complaints with this one. This is probably my least favourite. I do have gripes with this. Evidence of a transformer. Quite clearly see the crotch and leg area there. The lightsaber clips into there, which makes it look a bit daft, I think. You've got the landing gear, standard landing gear. I'll push these back, and there we go. As with all the other original Star Wars Transformers, you do have the mini pilot. Now this is an odd one because we have to take him out and put him somewhere else when he's in robot mode. I might as well leave that up for now. Let's transform this thing. Right, the side of the nose here, you need to pull them out there, like so, and then pull apart there. Got the legs. You twist the feet round. I'll show you on this one. Twist the feet round. Pull out the heels. Okay, so there you go. Next thing you do is, kind of like the barricade touch, you lift his legs up, which gives him a bit more stability, and then, right, I'll pull them down in a minute when I've got more room to pull them down. Okay, so next thing you do, you pull the wings apart, like so, and you flip. Right, first of all, pull the top guns down, the top thrusters even, flip them round. They come off. They can be used on his hands. But there's 4 of them, and only 2 hands. Like so with the other arm, and then you can now lift these side pieces up. Like so, and put them down like that. And then you've got his arms there, and the other arm there. Now with the back, you need to push these and straighten them out, and there's a little port there in that one and a little clip there, and they just sit in. Now, I'm not entirely sure, I've forgotten what you do with this, but I think you just leave it hanging, kind of as to the back of the Jedi skirt thing that they have. And finally his head. Pull out his head, it's in the front bit, the chest bit, spin it round, and clip it in. And now's the fun part. Try attaching his lightsaber. His hands are too wide for the fucking lightsaber, they don't stay in. You need to really manipulate it and get the two ball ends there, and make sure it goes in, sits in tight. But I'm not going to fucking bother with it, I can't be doing with it. Okay, points of articulation. It goes up and down on the wing. Arms are flexible at the elbow joints, wrists spin, legs go forward, knees bend back. And they go out as well. Head can do a 360. Yep. Now as you can see, I'm having trouble maintaining this guy his proper mode, because he keeps slipping out and shit. This guy, like I said, is my least favourite. His arms, I mean, look at his fucking arms. They are small, they're skinny, they're just tiny, they're stumpy. His head, he's got the helmet, which is fair enough because he is an X-Wing pilot, but his head, he could just be any fucking X-Wing pilot. It's just generic, it's just so generic. Same with the little pilot figure there. He too has a helmet. Incidentally, he goes in there, where his head's just come out of. Now I have got the worst Luke Skywalker out of the way. The Snowspeeder is a bit better. But his legs just, they slip down all the time. They don't stay in their position. He does stay intact well, for the most part, but he just, his legs are too thin. I mean, if need be, they could have just added a little bit more on his legs. His arms, I don't like his arms. His head is just too generic too. It doesn't seem like Luke Skywalker to me, it just seems like a X-Wing pilot. Other than that, it's not bad. I personally, would I recommend him? If you're a die-hard Transformers fan, if you're a die-hard Star Wars or die-hard Star Wars Transformer fan, that's probably the best way to put it. Yeah, get him. I like the Star Wars Transformers, I'll get him. I got him. I wanted a Luke Skywalker to go with it. He's not the best. He's the worst out of the ones I've got. I have seen worse that I haven't picked up. But yeah, simply put, I mean, his lightsaber doesn't hold, and there is evidence of Transformer in vehicle mode. He is probably the, in terms of posability, he stands okay if you can get him in the right position, but his joints are a bit weak, a bit loose, and he's obviously quite top heavy, and he's got the wings that stick out. They could have done more with his arms, could have done more with everything on it really. They could have even, I don't know, had a removable helmet so you could tell it was at least bear some resemblance to Luke Skywalker. They managed it with Han Solo. Yeah, it looked a bit like Mulder off the X-Files, but they managed it with Han Solo. So, a disappointment, I say. Actually, I don't know if it's worse. He might. I'm not sure. I mean, probably I would rate him lower than the Clone Pilot because of the expectation. That's just a clone pilot. This is Luke Skywalker, the guy that fucking saved Star Wars. The main character who redeemed his father and everything. I mean, when he, in the episode 4, when he first sees the Millennium Falcon, he's like, what a load of junk. Yeah, take a look in the mirror. Yeah, this is a load of junk. The Millennium Falcon's quality. This isn't. Anyway, tell it like it is. Now, I've been pretty good with my usual reviews, but this is Desirous Prime out.